Yo, what is up? Welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be discussing what an R4 card is on a Nintendo DS. Now, a DS is obviously probably one of the best handheld consoles to date, really. Not to like go out with, but I mean, no, you can go out with this, but I mean like, that was a bad fucking joke. Shut up. So you'll probably hear asking the same question as basically everyone else watching this video. What is an R4 card? To put it simply, an R4 card is a DS cartridge with a micro SD card in the back, and you can basically run your own games off of this card here. But let's put it in more detail, right? I have multiple of these and I will be showing you each one, so let me just go get them real quick. If I can find it, that'd be great. Where the fuck? I have them, there they are. So, this one hasn't actually got the sticker on it, but it's the version 1. I think it's the 1.4.1 R4 card. That's the version. This one here, it hasn't actually got the sticker on it, which is quite annoying. I do have the sticker, I just can't be able to put it on. So, here was probably one of the original R4 cards. This is a very familiar one to basically everyone who's owned one, because everyone has always ended up with one of these in their life with a DS. And this is a gold R4 card, and you're probably wondering what's the difference between a like a normal DS and a normal DS, a normal R4 card, or a golden one. Mainly golden ones are used for 3DSs, and the rest are used for DSi and normal DSs. So how does it work? You need a few things to actually set up the kernel for the R4 card, and it's a very simple process, I must say. You basically install the kernel for your specific version, then you make a folder called games, and you download ROMs off of websites, and with them ROMs you load them onto your R4 card. So, but you do have to remember you need to pick your a specific kernel for your specific version, because this is the one that I use personally for this DS, because it's the only one I have. I only have this one because I used to have a 3DS, but it broke. So this DS, this one in here, it works perfectly fine. If I can show you real quick, in this specific version of the card, as you can see. You can't really see it that well. Let me just kind of let it focus. There we go. So you can see it's all working fine, and you can boot your games onto it here. This is my bit of games. That just shut off because I haven't pressed a button in ages. There you go. So, but if I actually was to basically, they run off of the same general code, but it just takes it's a different software, if that makes sense. Like, it runs off the same boot payload and stuff, but so if I was to put it in the golden R4 card, then I was to put it in my DS. I haven't actually tried this, so I could be absolutely waffling, but I don't think that it I think this one actually works. I'm not too sure, but if I load it, yeah, it says fake card, please return to retailer. That's because I got this one off of Wish, but it does actually work on the it does work on my 3DS that I used to have. It worked perfectly fine. But now let's try this one, basically the original one. This one might actually work, but let's see. I don't think this one actually works. I think this is actually a broken R4 card. Or it does work, I just need to download the software. No, I need to download the software. Because the way it does it, I'll actually explain this to you. The way it does it, it boots off of an actual game. It detects as an actual game. But then it basically exploits the payload on the actual original game that it's saying it is. And then it obviously exploits it and then boots up a new thing. So if I go on my DS real quick and I change, because normally you can have it so that whatever game's in it runs first instead of going right to the menu. So if we go to the DS logo at the bottom real quick, I know you can't see it, and if I go to, I think it's the pink thing there, and then the thing, and then manual mode, and then press A to confirm and then restart it. It generally, if I go back and then I'll restart it, and then turn it back on. And then I just put the thing in. Wait a couple of seconds. So if I load this, I won't do it because I turn it on before putting it in. As you can see, wait, what the fuck? I changed it, did I not? Well, normally they generally run off of like alternate like games that have their thing exploited, and it's like it's a smart method. It's just not ideal, especially for some, like obviously the DS, like the game manufacturers can actually sue the I was gonna say the devs. Is that the right word to say, devs? The people who run all this shit for the R4 card, they can actually sue them because they're basically using their services in a bad light. But is it worth it getting a R4 card? Yes, it is, 100%. I'd really recommend it because you can basically install any game you want on it, and it's crazy. So when you actually buy a game off of probably the official website, it comes with the R4 card, and I think it comes with a micro SD card, and an adapter. So basically you already have everything there. You just need a computer. You can basically run it off of anything. And I would recommend getting a USB, micro USB adapter, because mainly some PCs nowadays do not have SD card support, so they just use USB instead. So if we actually take a look inside of, I don't actually have a physical game to compare. I might actually. Let me just check if I have like a physical game to compare it to, because I don't think I do. No, I don't. But if we just crack open this one, and we're gonna go compare the actual boards inside. I don't know if I can get them all out, but that's the first one. Just open this one. Ow! Fuck. Oh, my finger's bleeding now. Ow, fuck. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a red dot in there. For fuck's sake. Smack me back. Right up the arse. Fuck. Well, fuck you then. It just keeps closing. The fuck? This thing's sturdy as hell. Okay, there we go. Ah, that really hurt. So they are actually running off of different software, which is kind of surprising. Since they do run off of the same boot, the same payload and the same system, surely the actual thing shouldn't be any different. But these are also used on the 3DS as how do I say this? Like, they also use them for homebrewing and stuff. So let's just fucking come on, there we go. Is there like a switch on this one? I swear there is. How do I get this one out? This is fucking annoying. This is a fake card, by the way. This golden one, it is not actually bought off of the official website, but off of Wish. Can I not get this off? Clearly not. I mean, to be fair, there's nothing really special on the back. So I'm just gonna assume they're all the same. But let's go compare. So the red one is my main one. As you can see, it's got a micro USB, the micro SD card adapter thing for it to actually load the games and the kernel off of, and it has it's not like the CPU, but it's like the general, like, it's hard to explain. So it comes with that, obviously. It's this thing. I don't actually know what the black thing here, the circle is. On the back is just general normal SD DS code on the back and shit. So this is basically a general card besides the micro USB things. And on this one, it's slightly different. It does not have the black circle, but it also...
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. Take a look at the help section in your Alexa app.
What? Okay, anyway. It does not have the black circle on it, which is kind of annoying. But, I mean, it's not annoying. It doesn't really affect anything. But, if we do take a look, if we look at it, the difference is the chip is in a different section. If that makes sense, like the chip is in a different section, so it's obviously been evolved over the years. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah. So here is the golden one. It's generally basic. It's basically the exact same one, kind of, because they're next together actually, because the chip is actually down there and there's actually a black thing there, and on the normal one it doesn't have that, which is kind of crazy. But you know what? I just dropped it and it fell on the back of my desk. Ignore that. So, would I recommend? As I said, would I recommend the R4-Card? 100%. I fucking love these things. They're literally a holy grail. They are my savior, my Jesus Christ. Could I put it in like this? Oh no. Can I do that though? Wait, I want to do that. Try it. I wonder if I just boot it like that. I'm probably gonna fucking electrocute me or some shit. Which actually just work. It doesn't, okay. I assume so. It won't come out. There we go. But yeah, would I recommend the R4-Card? 100%. It runs games smoothly off of a fucking payload, which is kind of crazy. Let me just show you actual gameplay of using the... I know I have really fucking long fingers. Look at that shit. It's fucking crazy. It's just because I'm really tall. And I'm only 13. So it kind of just doesn't work as well. If I had fat fingers, I wouldn't mind it. But at the moment I have fucking lanky fingers. So let's just put this back into its case. And let me just show you how it works. Case is back on. This is actually a 16GB card. I wouldn't recommend getting that big of a capacity for it. But let's just let's just show you. I'm gonna go show you now what the actual DS does. So let's go. So here we are. We now are going to plug the R4-Card, or insert the R4-Card into the DS. Let's just restart the system. I'm sorry about the blue light, by the way. I know I might actually turn off that light, but it's just my RGB light bulb. So here we go. Now it gives me a selection of games, Animal Crossing. So let's just run it. Let's run. What do I want to run? Fuck it. Let's go to. Let's just go up to Super Mario. Here. File new. you can see, it literally runs it as a normal DS game. Okay. There's actually, you can actually get mods. Let me just turn this down. You can actually get like modifications on this too. So I've got this skiing Mario enabled. So you can see, I don't die, and I also have the skiing Mario enabled. So it's kind of funny. So look, if I do the big Mario one, and he's just skiing. Like he's quite frankly literally skiing. And also every coin I get is a 1-up. Which is OP as fuck, but... No! Give me the... Yeah, that's basically generally how it works. It obviously has different ways of doing stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys did actually enjoy this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next tech video. Peace.